Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Clothier Field, here for today's women's soccer match between the Swarthmore College Garnet and the Penn State Abington Tigers, as the Nittany Lions, sorry. It's not in my sheet here. Great start to the broadcast here, folks, as we look to get the starters for the Garnet first with our video lineups.
Reba McGeer, Saugus, California, goalkeeper.
Catherine Zabas, Winchester, Massachusetts, outside back.
Melissa Curran, Sunrise, Florida, outside back.
Katie Doherty, La Grange, Illinois, forward.
Emily Telford Marks, Durham, North Carolina, center defense.
Melissa Trofa, Ocean City, New Jersey, center mid.
Miranda Saldivar, Pasadena, California, midfield.
Caroline Cunna, Chevy Chase, Maryland, midfield.
Melody Johnson, San Diego, California, forward.
Yasmin Namazi, Los Angeles, California, center back.
The Garnet comes into this game 6-0. The Nittany Lions 2-1, as the Swarthmore Garnet looking to stay undefeated. Also haven't given up a goal on this season, so Swarthmore really trying to keep up this hot streak to their season. And as we about to get started here, I'm joined up in our booth by my co-host, Zach Yonda. Zach, what are your thoughts on today's game?
Well, I'm looking for some good defense, as we've seen in the last 6 games, holding on 0 goals. I'm looking for another quick start, as we've also seen. They've gotten out to a fast start, put a couple goals in right away, so looking for a good attack by the Garnet.
And the ball here in the midfield, Saldivar winning this for the Garnet. Trofa with it now. Garnet looking to dominate possession early on, as Zach just said. Trofa looking for Johnson. Johnson able to hustle to that one, keep possession.
No call.
Pushed in the back. Referee will allow play to continue, setting an interesting precedent for the game. Ball clear to the back line, and Swarthmore playing it back to the middle. Kana stepping up and getting it for the Garnet. Trofa. Back to Kana. Kana looking for McCoy in the middle. And it'll be able to be scooped up by Friend in goal for the Nittany Lions. Swarthmore, good start to the game, really looking to keep up the pressure, as this ball will go back to the back line. Telford Marks. She'll play it over to Namazi. And back to Telford Marks. Trofa and Zavez. Up to McCoy. Trofa with it now. Over to Kana. Swinging it out wide for Curran. It'll be a foot race here. Curran gets to it first. In the middle for Doherty. Doherty turns, drops it off for Johnson. Cutting it back, getting it on that left foot, deflects off a defender, looking to be cleared. But it's back in the box, and now finally cleared out. Garnet, great passing streak there. Telford Marks stepping up, winning it for the Garnet. Trofa with it. Back to Telford Marks. Namazi. Kana turning, surveying the field. Looks up for the run of McCoy. Ball falls to Doherty. Right-footed shot, able to be saved. But another good attack there for the Garnet as they have their first shot on goal.
Trofa doing a great job in the middle, changing fields, getting both sides involved.
Absolutely, as the Garnet winning a header, but it bounces back to the back line. Swarthmore having to drop back and defend now. Nittany Lions coming into this game a bit an underdog, trying to hold possession for a little bit. Also not a very deep bench for them. Only 4 players on the bench currently. So they really need to try to match Swarthmore's style of play without exhausting their players. So definitely looking to keep more of a slow-paced game as the Garnet try to pressure here. Kana steps up, wins it. Saldivar back to Curran. Namazi now. Trofa looking for the run of Zavez.
Chavez showing her pace.
Not able to get to that one, and it'll roll out for a goal kick, but great attack there from the Garnet. And as Zach said, Swarthmore's back line really able to push up. Zavez on the right wing and Curran on the left, as we saw earlier. So Swarthmore not afraid to get up and attack. Trofa winning it, getting it to Doherty. Doherty also with good pace here in the right wing.
Keeps it in.
Crossing it in front. Looking to be cleared here. Doherty keeps it in. And it'll go out. And we'll have a corner.
Great persistence by Doherty staying in there, earning that corner.
The Garnet now looking to get some bodies in the boxes. Namazi and Telford Marks step up. Zavez and Curran falling back. Trofa's cross in. Headed down and out of the box. Saldivar chasing it down, gets it back to Trofa. Trofa crossing it in again. Has players in the box. McCoy, left-footed shot attempt, deflects, and is able to be smothered by Friend, but another good attack there for the Garnet. Trofa looking for McCoy, but it's cleared out. Saldivar wins the header, gets it back to the back line. Curran. Saldivar, bad touch there, has the ball with the Nittany Lions, but a great tackle from Saldivar, gets it back. Pushing up the field, looking for McCoy. Ball back with Saldivar. Doherty with room, turns. We'll try our luck from deep. Curling to the far crossbar and saved by Friend.
Great shot by Doherty. Almost stuck it in the upper left.
McCoy, her left-footed shot, right at Friend. Deflects out. Doherty there, but not able to control it as the ball rolls out of the box. Trofa now with the ball for the Garnet. Swarthmore keeping possession here. Her right-footed attempt will bounce harmlessly to Friend as Swarthmore, a couple good shots on goal there and really getting Penn State on their back heels. Clearance rolls back. Namazi with it. She'll go to Telford Marks. Kana.
Great poise by the defense. They don't look rushed at all.
Yeah, great passing. We've seen early on throughout the season, the Garnet able to pass through their back line. As Zach said, no real hurry back there. And definitely emboldened by the confidence of 6 games without giving up a goal as the ball comes to Doherty. She's looking up, seeing her options, gets it to the middle for Trofa, but dispossessed there. But Swarthmore keeping persistence here. Trofa winning it back, gets it to Saldivar. Saldivar getting into position here, cuts into the box, crosses it with her left. Johnson sidesteps, right-footed shot attempt, goal. Great job there for the Garnet. Melia Johnson able to control that one, taps it out, and with her right foot puts it in for the Garnet's first goal of the game.
Saldivar's been super involved thus far. Made that play possible, pushing up from the center mid position.
And that's Johnson's 3rd goal of the season. And for Saldivar, that's her 3rd assist. So Swarthmore getting a good start to the game, as we've seen with a lot of their games this season. Able to get to this quick start and then try to hold control of the game from there, as Swarthmore gets the ball right back, looking to work it around here as Saldivar to Namazi. Namazi with time. Pass for Johnson intercepted. Penn State seemed a little reluctant to push up here as Swarthmore not dropping back too far. Ball bounces off the chest of Doherty. Swarthmore still chasing. McCoy, ball goes off of her and it'll be a throw-in for Penn State. Quenzer throwing it in, looking. Swarthmore just completely surrounding the ball, and they're forced to kick the ball back as Telford Marks chases this one down and will play it back to McGear. McGear clears this one up the field And McCoy steps in, taking this one for the Garnet. McCoy does a great job using her body here for the Garnet as she's able to get it up, has Doherty.
She has such an advantage over the smaller players at 5'9".
Doherty cutting it, has it on her right foot, crosses it in.
Great pass.
Not able to be completed there for the Garnet, but they keep the ball as Johnson. Tropha and Doherty in the offsides position allows it to roll through, and it'll be a goal kick for Penn State. But another great attack there for the Garnet. So all of Swarthmore's attackers very involved and looking very dangerous here. Friend's goal kick will be taken by Zavez. Good turn there by
Great
Kana.
move in the middle.
Kana's right-footed shot will go wide of the goal, but another good attack there for the Garnet, as Swarthmore really dominating all of these free kicks. Pretty much all of the goal kicks that Friend has taken, Swarthmore has won and able to get possession right back, so really not allowing Penn State to build up any sort of attack.
Already 6 shots on goal for the Garnet, showing that attack we were talking about earlier.
Ball headed out of play by Johnson, throw in for Penn State. This ball will roll back, and Namazi will play it back to Telford Marks. Looking for Saldivar. She's able to keep possession here. Finds Kana, flicks it up to Johnson. Johnson trying to play it to Kana. Ball not far enough, and it'll be cleared out by Penn State, but it'll still fall to Curran, so Garnet keeping possession. Good turn by her. And Kana coming back from an offsides position will allow this to go through, and Friend will collect. Another clearance collected by the Garnet as Telford Marks plays it over to Namazi. Swarthmore's midfield passing intercepted. Penn State looking to counter. Holmes with it. Swarthmore really crowding the ball here.
Salvador's all over the place, offense and defense.
And Saldivar clears it out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Penn State. Opportunity to cross here. But Telford Marks there for the Garnet as Saldivar will finish the clearance. Ball bouncing out. McCoy trying to chase this one down. Garnet backline pushing up now. Latronica with it. With time, gets it over here. Kennedy cross into the box. No one there for the Nittany Lions, and McGear will collect. McGear quickly distributes out to Curran. Swarthmore have a counter on the left-hand side. Curran with miles to run out here. Her ball, though, looking for Johnson, intercepted, and Penn State back in control of the ball. And Curran, great job there, hustles back into the play and plays it off the Penn State player, so throw in for the Garnet. Kana with it in the midfield, plays it back to Namazi. Namazi again with it. Kana. Good tackle there for Penn State. But the ball played to the back line will be patrolled by Telford Marks, and McGear will collect. So we're more than 12 minutes into this game, and Swarthmore with the early goal, trying to just keep possession here, as Penn State has been looking better since that first goal, but still not too much going for them in the final third, as Holmes looking up the field has a great long ball played. But this one will be played out, and it'll be a Swarthmore goal kick. Even when Penn State's had these good attacks, there's really not too many numbers running with whoever's running wide, so there's no real place to cross it in. McGear with the goal kick. Finds McCoy. Swarthmore losing the ball, but
Pressure by Johnson.
ball far sideline.
Good tackle by Curran.
And now a throw-in for Penn State as Swarthmore staying back. Deep throw-in here over the head of Namazi. Penn State have a runner on the far sideline. Namazi shielding the ball with her body, and it'll be a goal kick for the Garnet. So good job there by Namazi, not giving up on the play, even though throw-in initially going over her head. Able to use some speed that you don't usually see out of a center back, and able to get back there and hold her off. So it'll be a Garnet goal kick here as McGear takes it. Curran now. Telford marks with it. Surveying the field, looking up, trying to get it to Doherty or McCoy. Good job there by McCoy, coming back and defending. As Kana has it.
Swarthmore has numbers up if they can get it into the front.
Zavez looking for McCoy. McCoy wasn't really making the run, but poor clearance there as Doherty will have it. Cutting to the middle. Cuts it back out wide, right-footed shot. And Friends there at the near post. So no real danger there for Penn State, but a good job by Swarthmore getting the ball up the field. Penn State with it now. But the ball looking for the attackers is intercepted by Telford Marks. Nice backheel pass from Kana. Saldivar looking up, has McCoy, but McCoy offsides. And even though McCoy slotting it in very nicely past the goalie, the assistant referee holding up the flag and will have a free kick for Penn State.
McCoy's got the Penn State defenders on their heels. She's pressuring very well, losing that size and speed.
Garnet coming back defending. Trofa looking for Kana. Too many bodies around there, though, as Penn State winning it back. Curran coming up, taking it for the Garnet. McCoy with the ball in the middle. Looking for a run. Gets past one defender, gets it to Doherty, making her own run now. But Doherty dispossessed at the top of the 18, and Penn State lucky there as McCoy making a very dangerous run down the middle. Penn State's long ball looking for a counter, intercepted by Zavez. Garnet with good speed in their back line, so not going to be beaten too often by some of those long balls. Kana, good job keeping possession here. Looking to play the runs of Doherty and McCoy.
It was a good look. Doherty was on sides.
Penn State with it now. But Munir's pass is intercepted by the Garnet. So Johnson has it on the far sideline. Running towards the middle here. Still with it. Gets past one defender and hard tackle there. Has Swarthmore with a free kick. Good job by Melly Johnson possessing that ball all the way since midfield. Able to cut it to the middle and finally forcing the Penn State players to step up and make a challenge and able to draw the foul here in a pretty good position for the Garnet. And you have to think that Johnson definitely has a shot going through her mind, has a very strong leg for the Garnet. And we'll be interested to see what she tries here. Right-footed attempt over the crossbar. But as you said, Johnson with that leg definitely thinking about it and definitely willing to give Friend a try. So as we approach 27 minutes to play here in this first half, the Garnet still up 1-0 as Curran winning the header. Johnson with it on this left wing. And corner for the Garnet as Johnson forcing the defender to play it out. Trofa to take it as Swarthmore slowly trickles their way into the box. Good cross here. McCoy not able to get her head on that. Penn State thinking about countering, but pass actually took a deflection and stayed with Penn State. But this ball played to the back will roll past Namazi and be collected by McGear. As Swarthmore now looking to have a counter of their own. Penn State kind of hung their heads a little bit there, but that deep pass, McCoy, I think, was offside, so she held her run. And this will roll out for a goal kick for the Nittany Lions. But Garnet, you like to see that. McGear really willing to distribute out back, trying to make a quick counter for the Garnet. McGear not challenged too much this season, not facing many shots on goal, but she's trying to make the most of her action when she has it. As Penn State now with the ball on the far sideline. Curran wins it for the Garnet. And the ball will be swung across the back line. Strong touch there by Telford Marks, but she's able to win it back. But giving it up again as Penn State now with a pretty good attack attempt. But Namazi now defending. So the Garnet starting to look a little more panicked in this back line here as a couple bad touches has Penn State in a good position. Zavez defending at the top of the box. And Johnson eventually coming back and winning this.
Johnson on the right wing now, looks like.
And Doherty chasing this one down, and it'll roll out of play. But, yeah, you see the Garnet front line really interchangeable as Johnson moving back to that left wing. They are very able to move around, play any position, and very willing to come back and defend when they're needed. As Trofa now looking to play a deep ball for Johnson, but headed out by the back line.
As you see Curran pressing up, like you just said. Recovers nicely.
And the ball will be played out off of Curran, and it'll be a throw-in for the Nittany Lions. So you see a much more even pace of play ever since this first goal, as another throw-in goes over Swarthmore's head, and it'll be played off Telford Marks for a Penn State corner. And we'll have a stoppage of play as the first substitute of the game coming on. Wyman on for the Nittany Lions. And it looks like she's coming on for Jones. So Penn State first to go to their bench here has been a very active style of play. Swarthmore's bench still remains pretty quiet. Penn State looking to get level here as the cross comes in. Header deflects off a couple people. Namazi able to clear it a little bit and trying to finish it off as the ball played back in, and it'll be collected by McGear. So good defending there on the corner for the Garnet. Penn State will collect McGear's kick. Munier trying to play back to the back line. Now the long ball. Header flicked on, but no one there for the Nittany Lions. Possession bouncing back and forth between the two teams as Zavez will play this one back to McGear in goal. McGear looking up, trying to get it to the front line, but intercepted.
Penn State really settling in after a helter-skelter first 5 minutes. They're slowing down and possessing the ball more.
McCoy now with it for the Garnet. Cutting to the middle. Too late, though, trying to play the run of Johnson, as Melly Johnson made a good run, but McCoy is still possessing it towards the middle. Not able to get that pass off until Johnson offsides, as this ball bounces out of play off of Zavez. And we'll have a throw-in. That'll be headed out. McCoy with it now. Pretty good position here for the Garnet.
Great pass.
Great ball has Doherty. Doherty, right-footed shot attempt off of Friend, and it'll be a corner for the Garnet, but great attack there. As Yonda said, great pass from McCoy, and Doherty almost in on goal and just not able to put it past Friend.
Tough finish for Doherty. The pass was a little in front of her, and the goalkeeper was pressing hard. It's a good save.
Trophy to take the corner. McCoy trapped it, but not able to make anything of it, as we'll have a throw-in for the Nittany Lions. Ball bounces off of Latronica, and it'll be McCoy who will take the throw-in for the Garnet. Ball back with McCoy. Dispossessed, and now Penn State looking to break. But the ball played back, and Telford Marks there for the Garnet as she plays it over to Namazi. Some tricky little footwork from the back line of the Garnet. Trofa out to Curran. Looking up for Kana, but the pass intercepted.
Curran really trying to force the issue up the field from that left side. It's the third or fourth time she's tried to press that ball through.
And Telford Marks forced to clear here as we have 20 minutes left to play in this first half. As we've seen, Penn State definitely really getting themselves back into this game here, just in the pace of play. Curran stepping up, winning this for the Garnet. Playing the ball up the field. We've seen a lot of these deep pass attempts. As we said before, Garnet looking kind of to skip the midfield and play these long balls up to their front line, but unlike the last couple games, those passes not connecting, as Penn State with the ball trying to keep it in on the near sideline, and it'll be a throw-in for the Garnet. So Swarthmore just needing to string some passes together and keep the midfield involved, as Kana with it trying to make a run here on this near side. And ball cleared out. Good job by Kana, however, forcing the issue. And we'll have a throw-in that'll be taken by Zavez right in front of the Garnet bench. Doherty with it. Cutting to the middle now. Cutting it back, trying to get it up to Kana. Zavez stepping up, trying to defend. Able to win this one back and just plays it back to the back line of Penn State.
McCoy almost got to that up there.
And McCoy getting to that one as Swarthmore trying to keep possession up here, but Penn State doing some desperate defending. Curran. Kana not stepping to that one, and Penn State doing a great job pushing up, able to intercept this, and Telford Marks will chase this down and play it back to McGear. Namazi now with it. Trofa. Trofa, the long ball looking up to Kana. Not enough on it. And Penn State trying to keep possession here as Saldivar will cut out this ball and play it back to Namazi in the back line. So the Garnet back in possession. Trofa's left-footed pass. Gets it to Johnson. Cutting it to the middle. Cutting it back. She's in the box now. Looking to shoot left. And just goes across the face of goal.
Looking for the far post. See if someone was there, but no one was. It sailed out of bounds.
Good attack there by Johnson. Couple great cutbacks, left her defender in the dust. And Swarthmore now starting to see a little more action on their bench as Coach Enkaitis seeing what substitutions we might make as we approach 17 minutes to play. Goal kick taken out. Kana to McCoy. McCoy shielding the ball well with her body, winning it back. Gets it on her left foot, and Friend just having to deflect this one out of play, and it'll be a corner for the Garnet.
Into the game for the Garnet, number 6, Caroline Meyer.
And Meyer coming in for the Garnet, replacing Kana. Kana, who's seen a lot of work here early on in the game, getting a breather for the remainder of the first half as Coach Enkaitis looking to get some fresh legs out. Trofa, dangerous ball in there, pushed out.
Another great corner by Trofa.
Ball cleared out as Zavez will chase this one down on the near sideline. Trofa looking up, good ball, has Doherty, who's on sides, has room to cross
Johnson
here.
to the far post.
Slots it in here, and Meyer played it off of McCoy, and the ball falls
Unlucky.
to Doherty, who was offsides, and so it'll be a free kick for Penn State, but great attack there and great pass by Doherty, finding the run of Meyer, who had a great look at goal, but just taking a deflection, and we will have a free kick here. Swarthmore pressing up again. Pressure from Doherty has the ball back with the Garnet, but Trofa's pass looking to give it back to Doherty will roll out, and it'll be a goal kick as Swarthmore, another substitute coming on, Claire O'Brien, will come on to replace Doherty. "15 minutes to play here in the first half, so Swarthmore making some of its changes, trying to keep possession and keep control of the game as McCoy dispossessed. Swarthmore just keeping pressure up here as Penn State not really able to clear the ball out too much yet. Ball played high into the air, and Saldivar wins the header.
Another header. She's doing a great job in the middle.
McCoy with the ball in the box, cutting to the middle, left-footed shot just over the crossbar. Another good shot from her. And we've seen McCoy able to go left or right, and with a lot of power, able to curl some of these shots very dangerously towards the goal, but that one for her just not able to keep it down. And another goal kick as this ball will be cleared out. Namazi stepping up for the Garnet. Telford marks. Back to Namazi. Now Curran.
Great patience by the defense.
Trofa. Johnson. Looking for options here. Her pass deflected. Penn State being pressured here by the front line of the Garnet. Swarthmore winning it back. Backheel pass from Johnson. McCoy. Some good footwork there on the end line, but her cross is cleared out. Meyer. And the ball will be cleared out again, back to the back line of the Garnet. As Namazi slipping on the turf, but able to get back up and play this back to Telford Marks. Heart-stopping second there for the Garnet, but Swarthmore's back line, as we said, very composed. Ball looking up for Johnson, but it'll just roll out of play. O'Brien. Pass looking up ahead, but it'll be collected by Friend. Curran now. Ball taken, and Curran able to get back and defend and take the pass back as the Garnet back in control of the ball as Telford Marks will play it back to McGear. Now Namazi. Ball played back to Namazi. Meyer again to Namazi. Long ball looking for McCoy. Able to get to her. She uses her body to win the ball back. But two players swarm her, and Penn State back in control. But Curran will take this for the Garnet as she plays it up. Johnson with it. Trofa. Back to Johnson. Cutting it to the middle. Able to get it to McCoy. McCoy trying to play O'Brien's run, but it is intercepted and played out. But another very good attack for the Garnet as Saldivar stepping up, challenging and winning this one back. Curran will try her luck from just outside the 18 and will be collected by a friend. Swarthmore's bench now trying to urge their team forward, trying to keep up the energy here as we approach 10 minutes to play. Ball will be played out by Curran. Nope, just able to keep it in as Penn State as Meyer steps up winning this back. Gets it up ahead to Johnson. Swarthmore with some options here as Johnson cuts it to the middle. Her cross headed out but to Meyer, but able to be cleared off as Meyer not able to keep that touchdown.
As much as Swarthmore's attacking, Penn State's doing a great job on defense, holding the ground.
After
10 shots on goal for the Garnet and only 1 goal.
And most of Swarthmore's shots on goal coming in these first couple minutes as we saw a flurry of shots from them. But Penn State, as you said, backline holding strong after those first couple of minutes. Ball played up ahead, but Telford Marks will shepherd it over the end line. And we'll have a goal kick for the Garnet as we'll have Hancock come on for Saldivar. So Saldivar getting a breather here after a very busy first half. McCoy with it. Now Meyer. Ball played up looking for Johnson. Curran, great job by her intercepting this pass. Has McCoy. McCoy, left-footed shot, deflects off a defender, falls to Johnson. Popping it up, looking for McCoy, headed out, but it falls to Meyer, but a handball by Meyer will have a free kick for Penn State, but another good Swarthmore attack there. Zavez stepping up and winning this one. Trofa.
Great ball by Trofa.
Great ball, but the touch of McCoy not able to keep it in front of her. Would have easily been on goal there if she had been able to keep that on her foot, but Swarthmore keeping possession here as Meyer with it on the far sideline. Dispossessed, but Johnson winning it back. And Johnson will win a corner for the Garnet. So Swarthmore, another corner and another substitute coming on. As we'll have Coates, who will come on for McCoy. Trofa, good cross in. Bouncing ball. O'Brien not able to get a head on it there. Headed back in by Johnson. And it'll be cleared out, and it'll be a Garnet throw. But another good ball played in there by Trofa. Just no Swarthmore player able to get on the end of it. And now we'll have the big throw of Johnson coming in. Swarthmore getting their way into the box. Johnson's throw looking for Coates. Deflects. Bouncing ball.
Hancock steps up.
Ball played out again after Hancock's shot was deflected, and it'll be played out for a Swarthmore throw. Taken quickly as Trofa looking in for Coates. Hancock's stepping up and winning it. Zavez now. Trofa, good turn by her, trying to hold off two players, and a free kick will be given as Swarthmore looking to get up and possibly put ahead on another great cross here by Trofa.
Another great ball.
Meyer just not able to get ahead to it. Ball comes to Johnson, and Johnson trying to go on a bit of a half volley, not able to keep it down. Definitely hard to get the technique right on that one.
Johnson had a lot of time. I think she could have brought it down, maybe got a better shot.
And now we'll have a goal kick with Friend as the Garnet looking more dangerous here in the last couple minutes. With the fresh legs of the substitutes on for them, they're able to keep more pressure with their front line. As Zavez looking for O'Brien, and it'll be played out for another Garnet throw-in.
The bench is definitely making a factor, as you said. If you look at Swarthmore's bench, they have upwards of 15 players, and Penn State only has around 4 or 5.
Ball deflects. O'Brien crossing it to the middle, but cleared out. Another piece of solid defending there from Penn State, as they've been bending a little bit in the last couple of minutes, but not breaking, as Swarthmore not able to even really get many good shots on goal. As Meyer plays it over to Trofa. Playing it up, looking for O'Brien. But O'Brien just stuck behind the defender for Penn State, and now we'll have two substitutes coming in, as Izzy Bronco Lowe will come on for Trofa. And Keller comes on for Penn State. Ball played up and out, so it'll be a Garnet throw. Zavez getting it to Coates, but her touch too strong. Meyer stepping up, winning it for the Garnet, and taken down there from behind. It'll be a Garnet free kick. Hard tackle there, and Zavez will place the ball down, and Hancock running back to take this one for the Garnet. So under 4 to play. Swarthmore trying to get some insurance here going into halftime. Able to be cleared, and Penn State looking to break. Garnet have some good numbers back, but the right ball could do it for them. As this one just getting past Wyman. As Swarthmore trying to clear, but pass intercepted. Namazi heading one out wide to the far sideline. Curran with it. Gets it up to Coates. Looking for the run of O'Brien. Has her. And able to slot it home with the right foot. Great ball there by Coates. Finds O'Brien. And the Garnet now lead 2-0. Off of a great pass and a great finish there. So Swarthmore, with 3 minutes to play, giving themselves, like I said, just a little bit of insurance going into the half off of a great piece of work. And there's that Garnet bench for you, as Coates and O'Brien combining for that second Swarthmore goal. On the restart, Penn State, pass intercepted, so the Garnet back in control. Swarthmore getting forward with a bit of pace and energy here. You can always usually see that after a goal, team brimming with some confidence. But offside's called, so a little too confident there on the end of the Garnet. 2.5 to play. Bronco low plays this one out, throwing for the Nittany Lions. Swarthmore plays the ball back down the field. Penn State trying to hold possession here, but way too many Garnet bodies to do much of anything. Hancock able to avoid a Nittany Lion. Curran now back to Namazi. Telford Marks looks up the field, trying to get it to Zavez, but Zavez not able to get to that in time as it'll roll out and be a throw-in for Penn State.
Penn State looking to hang on before the half, stop one last Swarthmore push. Hopefully keep it down 2-0.
Couple bodies hitting turf there as the ball played off the ref. Good touch by him, has the ball with the Garnet. And Coates' left-footed shot just missing that far post as Swarthmore, definitely an advantageous attack there as, like I said, the referee played the ball right down for Izzy Bronco low. And Swarthmore, another good attempt as we're under 1 minute to play. This ball off of the Nittany Lions. Garnet looking for another attack here just before the end of the half. And some pushing and shoving and free kick called on that far sideline as Coates tangled up with the Nittany Lion defender. 30 seconds to play. Penn State not in too much rush to take this one as we approach 15 seconds.
10, 9,
Swarthmore throwing on the far sideline.
6, 5, 4, 3,
And time will expire here in the first half. So the Garnet going into the locker room up 2-0 over the Nittany Lions. And so stick with us, and we'll be back in a few minutes for your second half of action here on the Garnet Sports Network.
Reba McGear, Saugus, California, goalkeeper.
Catherine Zabas, Winchester, Massachusetts, outside back.
Melissa Curran,
And we're back here at Clothier Field for your second half of action. Your Swarthmore Garnet up 2-0 on Penn State Abington. The Garnet looking to keep their undefeated streak going, as Swarthmore also, as we said at the top of the broadcast, haven't given up a goal on the season, so looking to keep up the solid defense here in the second half, as Penn State really looking to get back into this game. After that initial first goal, the Penn State Nittany Lions really got back into things, controlling more possession and putting some good counterattacks at the Garnet. But Swarthmore getting their insurance goal late in this first half to put it up to 2-0. And as the referee looks to start play here, Penn State will start off with it. The Garnet coming out really strong here with the pressure, as Penn State losing it here. McCoy to Johnson. Johnson crossing it. Has Doherty, but just not able to connect with that with her left foot, and it has a lot of backspin on it, and Friend will collect and boot it out. But very promising start there for the Garnet, as Coach Ankaitis obviously said some things to them at halftime, trying to just have them pick up the energy. We saw it pick back up at the end of the first half, but not where they normally maintain it throughout the entirety of the first half. But the Garnet with a throw-in on the far sideline. And the ball bounced back to Penn State's back line. Telford Marks gets it up to Trofa and back to Telford Marks, as she'll swing it to Namazi. Saldivar. Curran with it. Johnson. Saldivar. Kana. Trofa up to Johnson.
They have numbers in the box. McCoy, far post. Good pass by Johnson.
McCoy just not able to keep that one down. Great cross there for Johnson. McCoy's left-footed attempt just sails over everything. But another great attack there for the Garnet, as Swarthmore really doing a good job putting some passes together. And Melly Johnson, great cross in there, had McCoy open, but unfortunate for the Garnet not to come out with a goal there. As Doherty applying some pressure, and the ball will be played out. Swarthmore playing the ball in the box, looking for Kana. Kana getting on the end of that and plays it in there.
Hustle.
Great job. Kana poaching there in front of the box. The Penn State Abington defender didn't realize that Kana was right on her back. Tried settling the ball there in the box. Wasn't able to clear, and Kana sneaking in and playing that right into the goal as SWAT goes up 3-0 here early in the second half.
Another early goal by SWAT in the half.
And we'll have the restart of play here. Penn State definitely taking it back there. It's the Garnet, again, looking to put some pressure here. Winning it back immediately. Kana and Saldivar really leading that defensive push for the Garnet. As Trofa looking out wide for Johnson, but Johnson just offsides. But as we said, Swarthmore really looking to pressure Penn State. The Garnet obviously coming into this game pretty heavy favorites after some of their big wins that they've had this year. Swarthmore a little actually unaccustomed to these close games. We've seen a couple big blowouts for the Garnet, as they're more used to a bigger goal cushion here.
It's unusual too. Usually as teams get up 3-0 or 2-0, they usually set back and play more of a defensive game. And it looks like the Garnet are still pressuring with full force.
McCoy with it now. Gets it out wide. Doherty trying to play it in. Ball comes back out to her. Cuts it back. Looking to cross with the right foot. Almost has Kana there. Great cross in. Kana just too far up for her. And it'll be a goal kick for Penn State, but another good Swarthmore attack. And as Zach said, Swarthmore really looking to push forward here, which, as we said, a little unusual, but Coach Nkaitis really tried to keep his players in the same style of play throughout all of the game, with more conference play coming up for the Garnet. They're really trying not to settle and get into a type of play where you have almost a half of a soccer game played under a different style than you typically want your team to play.
It's important to play your style too and not play to the opponent. So even if you're up, I guess the Garnet style is to keep attacking, and if that's how they play, that's how they should play. It's working for them thus far.
Trofa crossing this one into the box. McCoy, header deflects out, and Doherty just not able to keep this one in. And so it'll be a goal kick for Penn State, but Swarthmore, another good chance there as Trofa, as we said, she's been putting some great balls into the box with either just in the run of play or any set pieces.
There's a reason she had her 22nd career assist last game. I believe that was the Swarthmore record.
Absolutely. With Garnet getting a lot of goals this year, Trofa definitely on the assisting end of a lot of them. And Trofa's had a solid career here for the Garnet, one of Swarthmore's senior leaders, as the Garnet able to win this one back. Curran coming to the middle. She'll play it out. Trofa with it. Gets it wide to Doherty. Able to cross it in, but no one at that near post for the Garnet, and it's cleared out. Trofa intercepts. We'll swing it to Saldivar. Strong tackle there from Penn State. Wins the ball back to them. And the ball played down the field. Not really to anyone in particular, as Penn State just really trying to push up their back line. Namazi taking this one for the Garnet.
Great poise, playing it back by Trofa.
Looking
Now
up
she
for
makes a
Kana.
run.
McCoy with it now. McCoy, left-footed shot, able to be saved. Great job by Friend holding her ground there as the powerful left-footed shot by McCoy goes right at her head, able to parry it out, and the back line able to play it off of Saldivar. So throw in for Penn State, but a great attack there for the Garnet. And coming into the game, we'll see Demansky come on.
Entering the game for Abington, number 12, Jessica Demonsky.
Kana gets it to Curran. Able to play it back to Telford Marks. Namazi playing it up the field. Has McCoy. McCoy, two defenders on her. Trying to cut it back. Cuts
Still
back
has it.
again. Keeping possession here, and she'll play it back out. As Trofa with it. Curran. Saldivar. McCoy now. McCoy crossing the box, finds Johnson. Strong touch there, has the ball roll back out. Swarthmore still in possession. Trofa. McCoy again. Has Johnson. Johnson gets on her right foot, deflected, and Friend just pushes it wide. A great shot there, though, by Johnson, forcing Friend to make a tough play, as it definitely took a bit of a deflection off the defender. And now it'll be another Garnet corner. But good job there in that run of play by McCoy. She had a couple of chances where she could have taken a contested shot, but opted to pull it back out as this cross bounces in. Trying to clear as Penn State.
Friend's doing a great job back there saving, playing goalie. She's had 9 saves in the first half. She did let in 3 goals, but Swarthmore's has 14 shots on goal, so 9 saves. That's pretty good. She's been holding her own back there.
And Friend, for the most part, goals that she did give up were more one-on-one attempts where she was kind of left out to dry. So, as Zach said, doing a pretty good job. But Swarthmore keeping up the attack here.
That's 9 saves in the first half, too. She's already had a few more to start the second.
McCoy with the throw-in. Bouncing ball, and it'll be out for a Swarthmore corner. McCoy making her think about the short one. As then McCoy coming back and almost getting on the end of a header there, but played high and wide outside. So it'll be a goal kick for Penn State, which they'll take quickly. Garnet stepping up, winning it back. Kana to McCoy. McCoy faked a couple defenders out with a shot fake. Keeping hold of this, able to get it out to Doherty. Doherty beats one defender. Good cross in, has Saldivar, and Saldivar heads it in for the Garnet.
Great quick move by Doherty.
Yeah,
Got it in. Salvador was waiting for it, headed right into the corner. Beautiful goal.
Yeah, Doherty, very patient there, took her time, kind of lined up her defender, then made a quick move to the end line, and then crossed just perfectly placed right on the head of Saldivar, who only had to redirect it in there into the goal. A bunch of Swarthmore players left unmarked in the box there. Defenders kind of caught watching the run of Doherty. So Swarthmore now making it 4-0. Kana with the back heel, getting it to Saldivar. McCoy playing it up, trying to get it to Trofa, but too far, and it'll be scooped up by Friend. And that goal for Saldivar gives her first on the season, so one of Swarthmore's best distributors gets one of her own there. As Johnson now with it, left-footed attempt blocked, gets it now onto her right, and that will be just collected by Friend. Very lucky to keep that one in front as it slipped a little bit for her, but Johnson shot just right into her chest. Ball now played out. Namazi to Telford Marks. Curran with it. Looking for McCoy. McCoy running through the back line. Shakes off one defender. Kind of stumbles a little bit, and Penn State will clear. But another good Swarthmore attack. And now we'll have the big throw-in by Johnson. Garnet getting into the box. Going for the short one, looking for McCoy. Johnson winning it back. Right-footed shot attempt just curls inside the near post. Another good attack for the Garnet, and at this point, Swarthmore taking some pretty good shot attempts, but up 4-0, able to try some shots from further out, as we've had more than 10 minutes gone by in this second half. The Garnet getting 2 quick goals, and now thoroughly in control of the game.
Up 4-0, you might see Swarthmore start to go into their bench a little more, give the starters a rest. As Sean said, their next game is conference.
Ball played up the far sideline by Penn State, putting some good passing together. Able to get the ball to the middle with Cone. Jones holding off Curran. Playing a nice ball up here, looking for Holmes. Holmes is crossed to the middle. Will be taken, though, by McGear, who able to hold on to that one as an attacker for Penn State falling over her. Good job by McGear coming off her line. She's definitely very willing to do that. We've seen it a bunch for her, coming out all over the field for the Garnet. And that time, great position, helping out her defense. As good header here, has the ball up with Johnson. That was Kana who got it to her. Johnson fakes out with the right foot. Left-footed attempt. Just curling outside that far post. Very good attack there for the Garnet, though, as Johnson, with that shot fake, got herself very open with that left foot and visibly a little frustrated with herself. But Swarthmore still up 4-0 here as Zavez will be replaced and Albers will come in at right back for the Garnet. Doherty with it. Cutting to the middle. But ball forced off her by a second defender. Saldivar heads it forward. McCoy.
Touch by McCoy.
Penn State now trying to get a little counter on their own. But Telford Marks there for the Garnet. Namazi gets it to Saldivar. Out wide to Curran. Trofa looking up for Johnson. Touches it to the middle. Good backheel pass back to Trofa. Cuts it to the middle. Has McCoy, and McCoy just not able to keep this one down. Great piece of passing there as Johnson getting it out to Trofa there with that very nice backheel. Swarthmore, their offense definitely clicking here better in this second half as goal kick taken quickly again. We're seeing a little change in the Swarthmore attack as Doherty moving over to left wing. Kana avoiding a tackle. Right-footed shot attempt. Wide right. And another goal kick for Penn State. Swarthmore, as I said, now switching sides there. Doherty and Johnson flopping as Enkaitis with this 4-goal advantage, able to experiment with his offense. Going into conference play, you always want your best attack going out there.
He's got to be pretty happy with his attack so far. First 6 games, as we've said, over 40 goals for the Garnet. They already have 4 this game. Got to have a pretty good feeling going into conference, especially after a win versus Franklin and Marshall last weekend.
Yeah, the 4 goals for today make it 48 goals on the season for the Garnet. And again, still none given up, so can't really ask for much better than that. And as I say that, the Garnet giving it up. Penn State, good position here. Albers defending. Ball crossed in, but no one home, and McGear will take the goal kick for the Garnet. Coates and O'Brien will sub back on for Doherty and McCoy.
Those two combined for the second goal, I believe.
McGear taking the goal kick and kind of shoved in the back, so Garnet with a free kick here. Some more substitutes warming up on the Garnet bench. As Trofa able to get it out wide to Albers, playing it up to Johnson. And it'll be played out for a Garnet throw. As Johnson will take.
Johnson's showing her ability to play both wings. She's been a force on both the right and the left.
Throw into the box. Coates trying to get a foot on it. Unable to be cleared, and now finally cleared. But the ball will bounce out and be a Swarthmore throw-in. Just in line with the 18. Johnson the throw, gets it into the box. Kana flick on header.
Great flick by Kana. No one was home in the far post.
O'Brien just shielded off that ball. But another good attack there from the Garnet.
Swarthmore midfield does a great job at trying to win every header off a punt. Helps them possess, helps the midfield settle down and change fields. That's why they've gotten so many good looks. It also psychologically really sets the tone for a game if a team comes out trying to win every header. The other team gets a little intimidated.
Curran doing well to step up, winning this back for the
Swarthmore
Garnet.
has numbers.
Gets it to the middle. Tropha on her right foot, shot attempt, and in for the Garnet. Great shot there by Tropha. Being fed the ball by Curran, who made the great defensive effort, stepping up. And Tropha, right-footed shot attempt outside the box, and just curling it around friend for Swarthmore's 5th goal of the game.
Tropha has such precision on both her passes and shots. They just go right where she wants. That's why she's had so many assists, as we spoke of before. And that shot just beautifully paced in the right corner, right under the reach of the goalie.
And Tropha will be subsequently subbed off here as she and Kana will get a well-deserved rest. Meyer and then Bailiff Curtis coming on. And that's Meyer winning it for the Garnet. Ref allowed play to go for a second, but Meyer was held back, so it'll be a free kick for the Garnet. And we'll have Namazi stepping up and taking this one. Swarthmore now the 5-goal advantage. Ball bounces off the head of Coates. Looking to be cleared out, but Saldivar with it. Gets it to Coates. Cutting to the middle. Trying to get the run of Meyer, but Penn State able to step up and clear this one out. And we'll have another substitution as Dennison will come on for Saldivar. So Ankaitis going deeper into his bench now, trying to get more players some rest and also just more experience here as Swarthmore moving into league play. Dennison, a substitute who's seen some good time for the Garnet so far this season, giving her a chance to play in that defensive mid spot.
Great effort all game by Saldivar. She's quite small out there, but you'd never know it because she's always going her hardest, going up against bigger players.
O'Brien fighting for it in front of the bench, and it'll be a Garnet throw. Looking up for Bailiff Curtis. Ball cleared out, but not fully out, as Garnet's still with it. O'Brien, step over move, cutting it back to the middle, right-footed shot attempt, and it'll be smothered. But good job by her, cutting it to the middle. Had a pretty good look there, just not able to get it far enough away from the goalie.
These high-scoring games have really helped the Garnet go deep into their bench. It's given some substitutes that might see action during the Centennial Conference regular season some time, so that the first time they come on, maybe in a big game during conference, it's not their first time out there. It's going to pay off down the road for the Garnet, as we've seen already. Coates and O'Brien combining for that goal earlier. O'Brien with another nice shot. They have a lot of threats off the bench.
Swarthmore's backline stepping up there. Penn State in control of the ball, though. Looking to get up the field. But this ball will be played out, and it'll be a SWAT throw-in just in front of the Penn State bench. O'Brien able to keep possession with Swarthmore. Mozzie looking up for Coates. Bailiff Curtis winning it back for the Garnet. Miscommunication there from Swarthmore, has the ball back with the Nittany Lions. Trying to get up the field, but Namazi stepping up for the Garnet. Coates turning well with this one. Clearance fails. Meyer with it. Right-footed shot, and it'll be collected by the keeper. So Swarthmore just putting together a couple more good passes, trying to get up the field as they intercept another one here. Johnson gets it to Coates. And Coates' left-footed shot attempt is blocked but not out. And O'Brien will watch it roll over the end line, and we'll have a Swarthmore corner
Into the game for the Garnet, number 18, Cappy Pitts.
as
In the game for Abington,
Cappy Pitts comes on for Telford Marks.
Telford Marks rarely shows up in the stat book because she's that back line. Doesn't get a lot of goals, doesn't get a lot of assists, but she's so solid back there. That's a reason why the Garnet haven't let up any goals this season. She's always poised, keeps the ball at her feet, finds the open defender.
And that typical center back pairing of Telford Marks and Bosworth are the reason that the Garnet really feel that confidence to push forward, knowing that those back two have their backs and are really able to do most of the defending for the Garnet.
Curran as well as a freshman is such a nice complement to those two. She's really fitting in well with the defense so far.
Ball cleared out. We'll have Albers with it.
It's just a matter of possession from here on out for the Garnet. They're up 5-0, almost 20 minutes to go.
Penn State keeping possession here. Trying to get up. Good give and go, but touch much too strong, and we'll roll back to McGear. Garnet looking to get more substitutes on here. As this ball is staying in play, Albers plays it back to Pitts. Over to Namazi. Meyer. Namazi.
Good touch.
Not the
Swarthmore
typical
on the
footwork you
attack
see from
here.
your center backs as she plays it up here, looking for O'Brien. O'Brien with the pace to keep this one in play. Able to cross this one in. Has Bailiff Curtis not able to get a good shot off. Deflected. Johnson tracking this one down, but intercepted. And Penn State definitely fortunate to come away there with just that attempt on goal, as Swarthmore had a pretty good break going. Meyer now with it. She'll wind up for the right-footed attempt, and this one held on by the keeper, so ending the Swarthmore attack, but Swarthmore showing some pretty good moves there. Great ball, as we said, played up by Namazi, who really was able to just cut through that midfield for Penn State, which, as we said, you don't really see a center back doing too much of, but showing some great versatility for the Garnet. As this ball crossed in, finds O'Brien, and O'Brien attempting to flick that one overhead into the goal, but just too high, and it'll be a goal kick for Penn State. And coming on for the Garnet, Bronco Lowe returning. Will replace Johnson. And McGear will be replaced by Amy Schmoys. Ball takes a deflection. O'Brien not able to get on the end of this, but Meyer tracking it down. Good strong tackle there by Penn State, has the ball back with them. Looking to get up the field. Namazi there. Good turn. Has it with Curran. And Swarthmore will restart things here in their back line.
They're in absolutely no rush, as you can see by Curran there, playing it back.
And as we've seen through a lot of these games, Swarthmore, their attack really likes to run through that back line, especially with the long balls being able to be provided typically by Bosworth, but we see Namazi doing a great job there for the Garnet today. And this ball will roll out, and we'll have Kayla Berry coming on for the Garnet, replacing Curran. So, as it sits right now, I don't believe any Swarthmore starters remain in the game. And you're able to see this bench for the Garnet, which has been producing pretty well for them early on in the season, as Coates called for a handball. But you're definitely able to see both the depth of the Garnet and also the future of the Garnet, as many young players out here really looking to prove their worth to Ankaitis. And with that, definitely keeping up the energy.
Like I said before, it's such a luxury to be able to have your starters all sit and have another 11 come in that can play, and as you can see, still attack. I would say Swarthmore still has the upper hand from what I'm seeing right now.
Pitts tracking this one down, gets it to Namazi. Namazi stepping up, trying to play one to O'Brien, but too far, and it'll be collected. And as we said earlier, Coach Ankaitis, no matter the score, really likes to keep Swarthmore in their same style of play, especially just with the way their offense flows. You don't want to try to change things too much by making the players play in any sort of different way where they might lose their touch going into any other games. As Penn State, a couple bad touches in the back line, has the ball roll out, and it'll be a Garnet throw, but we'll have a substitute coming on as Cone will return to the game, but not yet, says the referee. Garnet with the throw. Berry with another throw here. Takes it quickly. Gets it to O'Brien, but O'Brien dispossessed. Coates winning it back for the Garnet. Good tackle there, but the Garnet still with the ball. Bailiff Curtis, good cut back by her. Has the right-footed shot attempt, but just curls right back to the keeper, and an easy save for Penn State. Ball bounces out here, and Albers defending, and the ball will roll out. So Garnet throw. 15 minutes remaining here in the second half. Swarthmore still with the 5-goal advantage. Schmoys will play it out wide. Namazi. She'll get out wide. Berry with it now. And Berry committing the foul. So it'll be a free kick for Penn State. Dennison with a header for the Garnet. Ball deflected. Good job there by Bronco Lowe with the ball, running here on the left wing.
O'Brien and Coates following in the box.
But her pass just intercepted. But Berry defending here on the near sideline. We'll get it back with the Garnet. Berry coming up and winning another one for the Garnet. And we'll have a throw in for Penn State as Cone will now come in. Coming on for Munier. Ball played back to Swarthmore's back line as Pitts over to Berry and out of play, as Swarthmore will have a substitute coming on. As Namazi, the last Swarthmore Garnet starter, coming off, as Dennison will drop back to center back, and Hancock filling in defensive mid. Bronco low with it, playing it up to O'Brien. Back to Barry. Barry, good ball up ahead, has Bronco low. Looking up for Coates, but intercepted and played back. Barry heading it. Bronco low with it. Looking up for O'Brien. O'Brien into the box, has Coates. 2 defenders on her, plays it back to O'Brien. O'Brien trying to play one in, looking for Meyer, but just floating out. And it'll be a goal kick for Penn State.
Great calmness in the box by Coates, calmly passing it off to O'Brien for another good shot. Swarthmore is dominating this one.
And ball just rolling out on that far sideline. So the Garnet with the throw, and we'll see another substitute come on. As Handel will come on for O'Brien. Handel, who's officially listed as a defender in the score book, will be coming on here in attack for the Garnet. So, and Kitis, like we said, able to experiment here a little bit. And we've seen Handel in some advanced positions here throughout the season. So Swarthmore, obviously with some versatile players, has some good passing here in the box. Bronco low. Looked like she was going for a bit of a spectacular shot, slipping there. Yeah, but the things you're able to do when you're up 5-0. But the Garnet winning the ball back, but giving it right back to Penn State. But poor ball here as the Garnet will have it back. Penn State now back with possession. Good turn there on the far sideline, but Swarthmore solid in their defending. We have a break on goal here. Right-footed shot attempt. Schmoy is able to block. Dennison pokes it wide, and the Garnet, one of their...
Great play from the ground by Dennison, kicking that one out with their feet. It looked like to me like the rebound was going to be punched back in, but Dennison was able to get it out of the way. Great save by Schmoys.
And the Garnet now on the counter as playing it out wide. Bronco low with it. Garnet 3-on-3 in the box. Looking for Coates. Able to be cleared. But Coates running this down, but fouling. And it'll be a free kick for Penn State. And yeah, as you said, dangerous position there as Penn State got one of the best shots on goal we've seen this season against Swarthmore. But Schmoys, the reserve keeper, up to the challenge, making a great save. And Dennison, as you said, making a very athletic play from the ground, able to poke that wide, which was a dangerous rebound. So Swarthmore able to get out of there without conceding a goal as Bailiff Curtis playing this one out wide. Handel with it.
Handel now back on defense, it looks like. Oh, no, she's going back up.
And Swarthmore very able and willing to switch roles very interchangeably. And Swarthmore moving the ball up the field. Pass redirected by Bailiff Curtis. Had Handel if she was making the run, but I think she believed that that pass wasn't going to be made. And so Penn State able to collect as we have about 8.5 remaining.
Another one ball off a punt by Swarthmore.
Bronco low with it, playing it back to Pitts. Pitts playing the long ball for the Garnet. Cleared back out. Hancock stepping up for it. Takes a bit of a spill. Referee.
Athletic fall by Hancock. She popped right back up there.
Absolutely. And referee opting not to call for a foul there as Hancock able to keep the ball with the Garnet despite the contact. And Garnet shot attempt just going over the crossbar as we see Munier coming back into the game. Replacing Kennedy this time. Meyer winning the header, getting it to Barry. Barry, good touch by her. looking up for Coates, has her. And foul called there.
Coates doing a nice job getting her body in front of that ball. Cause the defender to run into her, get the foul call.
And we'll now have free kick. Will be taken by Barry, who last game we saw her in action, put a great cross in the box that led to an assist. Bouncing ball here. Handel looking to get on the end of it, but Penn State will be able to clear, and it will go out by the Swarthmore bench for a throw. Hancock. Handel. Crossing this one in. And Bronco Lowe able to get ahead on it, but I believe it deflected off Penn State Abington defender first. So not a pure header, and deflects out of bounds for a goal kick. As we have 6.5 to play, Garnet still up 5-0. Shots on goal sit 21-2 in favor of the Garnet. Swarthmore pretty dominant here in the second half of action. Has foul called on the Garnet, and we'll have a free kick for the Nittany Lions. Referee forcing a redo of this free kick as the ball was still rolling when it was taken. So
As you saw in that last offensive possession, Caroline Coates again doing a great job in the middle. She's only a freshman. Been coming off the bench for the Garnet so far this season, but we saw her have a nice assist earlier. She's been showing great poise in the box. We might see her get more time, even move up to a starting role as the season continues. Again, another feature of that deep bench by the Garnet.
Swarthmore able to clear there as ball got a little caught on Dennison's foot, but Swarthmore's defense up to the challenge. Looking to counter here, but Penn State trying to keep control. But Coates winning this one back for the Garnet, has the ball on the right wing, running well, looking to cross. Munir clears, but it goes to Bronco Lowe in the box, trying to cross it in there to Handel, but defenders were there. Bronco Lowe maybe being a little too unselfish there. Had the ball in a good position in the box for the Garnet. Barry's throw. Gets it in as we have 5 minutes to play. Barry winning the header, but the Garnet not able to get on the end of it, and it'll be goal kick for the Nittany Lions.
Four and a half to play. See if Swarthmore can hold on to that 5-0 lead. It'd be their 7th straight game without letting up a goal. Quite impressive.
Ball deflects off a Nittany Lion, and the Garnet back in control. Hancock with it here. Gets it to Handel. And Handel playing it off the Nittany Lion defender, so throw in for the Garnet will be taken by Barry. Handel crossing in the box. Bailiff Curtis drops it off to Hancock. Shot fake. Touch just too far out, and it'll be cleared out by the Nittany Lions as their back line pushing up. Pitts with it here. Ball intercepted in a pretty good position, but Meyer able to come back and is fouled on that play. So Swarthmore will have a free kick. As we approach 3 minutes to play here, Garnet getting forward.
That's the second or third tough fall Meyer's taken this game. She's really hustling hard off the bench. Again, another freshman, young player. We've seen her get a lot of time.
And as this game has progressed a little bit, it's gotten a little more physical. Obviously, referee doing a pretty good job keeping things under control, but we've seen some hard challenges by both teams as Handel with the ball here on the left wing, cutting it into the middle. Good ball has Meyer, right-footed attempt, and just wide. The keeper looked more confident than I was that the ball was going wide of the goal, as it just skirts outside the crossbar. And we will have a goal kick here, 2.5 to play. Nittany Lions in control. Barry stepping up. Good challenge by her, winning it back. Playing it up to Bronco Low. Drops it off to Meyer. Meyer's right-footed shot attempt over the crossbar.
Meyer being really aggressive towards the end of this game. Again, the Garnet not taking their foot off the gas at all. They've been playing this style the entire time, as we've said before.
And you have to understand, definitely from the Garnet players' perspective, with all these reserve players out on the pitch for them, definitely looking to prove themselves and earn themselves even more playing time going into conference. As this ball rolling out, a little miscommunication here as neither Garnet player goes for it. Penn State with control of the ball. 1.5 to play. And it'll be a throw-in for the Nittany Lions. As the ball roll back, and Pitts will play it to Dennison. Bailiff Curtis to Hancock. Back to Pitts. Garnet content to just hold possession here as we have a minute to play. Barry playing the long ball up for Coates, and it'll be cleared out of play. Hancock. Into the box looking for Meyer. Her headed attempt. Trying to play it towards goal. Coates making the run but not able to get to it as the keeper stepping up and winning this one. 30 seconds remain as this ball bounces back to Pitts. Pitts again with it. Playing it up. Looking for Coates. Coates will track this one down as we're under 15 seconds to play.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
And with that, the time will expire here in the game as the Garnet improve to 7-0 on the season, keep their goalless streak, and improve to 49 goals on the season. So Swarthmore, another dominant performance here, and they'll look to carry this into conference play as they look to try to continue their success from last season, winning the Centennial Conference Championship. So thank you, everyone who tuned in here for tonight's game. I'm Sean Thaxter.
And I'm Zach Yonda.
And you stay classy, Garnet fans.